Workshops. I know for my girls, if I have a posing clinic, they just pulling up because I want to see them. I want to work on their posing, so I'm not charging them for that because I want them to be successful on stage. So do they include all that when they're training you? Reverse dieting, is that included in there? You want to make sure you ask these questions when you're doing your research as far as pricing. What all are you paying for? What are you getting? So that way, if you do need to outsource, hey coach, can you recommend someone? Most of the time we already have a network with people. I know for my posing ladies, I'm like, hey, I'm not here, can you work with this lady? Can you help her? And I'm perfectly fine with that because I trust them. For me, it's not all about money. I'm about teamwork and building that network. And my girls know that. So down here, average cost between $250 to $400 a month. If you're paying this much money, coaches usually know that you're going to be dedicated. If you paying, $50, you're gonna be like, I may show up over here. But if you pay $400, I'm gonna pull up, I'm gonna do all the things, X, Y, and Z. So here's a little breakdown. Hopefully if you can't see it, feel free to shuffle your chairs around. So it also depends on your organization. So there's about 16 different federations. Each one you have to pay a membership. So you go on to federation, and Jane kind of talked to that a little bit. Each one, you're paying membership. And I'll send these out to you as well. You're paying for a membership, whether that's, some start at 70, you can go all the way up to 175 for that yearly membership. Some start the day you start from year out. Some start, you can join January, but it's going to reset every October. So you really need to look into how that membership is going to benefit you and when you sign up. Because you plan to do a whole bunch of shows, but they're saying you got to repay in October, you start in January, and they want to wait till October to kind of go into that.
And it only gets more expensive when you turn pro.
Yes. She said once you go pro, it gets more expensive. It does. That's another membership. And depending on the organization, you got to pay for it every year, even if you're not competing. So that's something to look out for as well. When it comes to your coach or trainer, so that's kind of like an average for 6 months to a year, $1,500, $2,000. That's by that budget. Talk like how much you cost. So you can budget out what I'm paying for the year, what I'm paying for 6 months. Some coaches have you pay 3, 5, 6 months up front because they want to guarantee hey, I'm going to be with you when they're creating these meal plans, these workouts. And then some have flex month to month. It just depends on what your budget is. And just saying, hey, if there's a family emergency and I need to back out, what do I get a refund yet? Am I locked in? What are my options? Food, we got to eat that anyway. So just go ahead and include that in there. The food is a little bit different. I like to use Mega Fit Meals. How many of you heard of it before? Absolutely amazing. I love their food. It has a macro breakdown. I know for lunch, this is what I'm about to eat. And I think I got a couple of slides up here, what I'm about to eat. Breakfast and dinner, I can cook on my own. It's just lunch is hard. When you're at work, people are like, you want a donut? No, I don't